Yeah, which means that you have to have a stove. So you can't be a college student or a truck driver, or a person without electricity or a homeless person. All of those groups of people would in many cases not have stoves to be cooking things in 7 minutes. And then someone mentioned disabled people, and a bunch of people in your comments sort of jumped on them and were like, well, in Europe they get better services and they'd have a caregiver to do that for them. Except that means that disabled person has to wait for the caregiver to decide if and when they're going to get to have a hard-boiled egg. Which means in some cases they never get hard-boiled eggs because the caregiver doesn't feel like making them. And you seem to be under the impression that the goal for disabled people is to have more and more people taking care of them, but the actual goal to give them quality of life is to allow them to do as much as they can for themselves. And in some cases that means bringing home food that they can just grab and eat when they are hungry. And then there's lots of disabled people like myself who, even in your country, I would not qualify for more services than I already have. Although I would have my health insurance covered, so I'd be able to see doctors more. Also, I just wanted to kind of chuckle about everybody talking about how there's so many chemicals in the eggs to keep them preserved in the refrigerator. When it's just citric acid, which is lemon juice. It's just lemon juice and egg and water. Like, you could preserve them like that in your own home. A lot of people do. A lot of people pre-make eggs for the week and preserve them in a little lemon juice. So, also, it's interesting that you claim that it only takes 7 minutes per egg, but you seem to be forgetting that you have to bring water to a boil before you can start boiling eggs. And also there's the time after you've taken them out where you have to let them cool, and then all the time that it takes to peel it, which is far more than 7 minutes, because 7 minutes is the actual boiling time. So even your time estimate is a little bit off because it takes almost 3 times as much time as you're saying.